Seoul, January 3. South Korea was rocked by a dramatic standoff on Friday when presidential guards and military personnel successfully blocked an attempt by authorities to arrest impeached President Yoon Yeol. The 6-hour confrontation took place at Yoon's residence in Seoul as the Corruption Investigation Office for High-Ranking Officials, CIO, sought to execute an arrest warrant issued after Yoon's controversial declaration of martial law in December. Yoon, who has been under criminal investigation for insurrection over his December 3 martial law decree, is accused of trying to bypass South Korea's democratic processes by imposing military control to quell political opposition. This move, which led to the first-ever arrest warrant for a sitting South Korean president, sparked widespread controversy and concern. The tense standoff began early on Friday when CIO investigators and police arrived at the gates of the presidential compound, hoping to apprehend Yoon. However, they were met by a large security presence, including over 200 members of the Presidential Security Service, PSS, and military personnel, who formed multiple human chains to block their entry. The situation quickly escalated into physical altercations, although no weapons were drawn. Supporters of Yoon, who had gathered outside the compound, chanted slogans like, "President Yoon Yeol will be protected by the people," and vowed to prevent the arrest with our lives. These demonstrators added to the intense atmosphere, with many voicing their opposition to the investigation and demanding accountability for the CIO's actions. As the hours passed and tensions mounted, the CIO called off the arrest attempt around 1:30 p.m., citing concerns for the safety of their personnel and the difficulties posed by the ongoing obstruction. In a statement, the CIO expressed its regret over Yoon's refusal to comply with the legal process, while confirming that it would consider its next steps. This dramatic episode comes amidst a broader political crisis for Yoon, who has been suspended from power since his impeachment on December 14th. His criminal investigation into the martial law decree continues, with insurrection charges remaining a central focus. The current arrest warrant, which is valid until January 6th, remains a critical point of contention, as Yoon's legal team challenges its validity and the authority of the CIO to pursue such charges. Meanwhile, Yoon's legal team condemned the attempted arrest, claiming that the CIO lacked the jurisdiction to investigate insurrection and labeling the warrant as illegal. They also cautioned the police against supporting any further attempts to detain the president. As the political crisis deepens, Yoon's fate lies in the hands of both the ongoing legal investigations and the Constitutional Court, which will soon hear arguments in his impeachment case. The court's decision could determine whether Yoon is reinstated or permanently removed from office. The unfolding situation has raised serious concerns about the stability of South Korea's democratic institutions. With the eyes of the nation and the world on the outcome, the crisis continues to test the limits of executive power and the resilience of South Korea's rule of law.